This one baffles me. Like this one, the fact that this show has a season 2 and that the manga is ongoing and popular is the reason why all anime fans should be rounded up and just destroyed. Let's do this episode. Okay.
Yes.
Mark Weebs. My name is Cole. His name is Mike. Shut the hell up, Michael. His name is Jay. We like anime, and this is episode 32 of the Anime Protagonist Podcast. And on this week's episode, we are looking forward to the summer anime season. But before we do any of that, I'm out of breath now. Mike, can you ask Jay what's on his mind?
Hey, Joseph?
Yes.
Can you tell me what's on your mind?
Absolutely. Okay, so I haven't talked about this in a while, but I read the latest chapter of The Beginning After the End today, and man, what a chapter it was. Best way, I don't want to go into too many spoilers, but best way I can describe it is, you guys know the rumbling from Attack on Titan?
Mm-hmm. I'm familiar with this song, yes.
No, not the song, like the event.
Oh, yes, I'm familiar with the event as well. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Imagine that, but it happens twice.
I don't think you know what the rumbling is.
I don't know what the rumbling is. I think I know what the rumbling is.
I don't think you know what the rumbling is.
I think I know what the rumbling is. It's a thing that happens.
Let's just say the rumbling can't really happen twice. If it happens once, there's no need for it to happen twice.
Well, I'll talk to you about it off air during the break, but
we'll discuss this off air.
Yes, things happen in this series, or in this latest chapter that, man, like it was very difficult to take in. It was very very dark, very yikes. But yeah, I don't think either of
Jay's brain to handle.
Too much, and not for my brain, for my heart. It was.
Was this the thing you shared on the Discord where you're like, OMG?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, that. Yeah. I read it and I'm like, this is some edgy shit.
If you guys want, I can talk about it with you off air.
Yes.
We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah.
You don't gotta worry about spoiling that one for me, Jay.
Okay. But I don't want to spoil that for the lovely listeners in the off chance that you are reading it. But maybe something that we can talk about on air is what's on Mike's mind.
Oh, what's on my mind? Listen, boys. I started playing a new game.
No.
Ooh.
It has waifus.
Okay.
It has gacha.
Okay.
It has guns. It has swords. It has magic. It is Arc Knights. I was going to say more, but that's actually just all it's called. So.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Genshin Impact.
No, I was going to say, like, because it's always like Arc Knights, the battle for 1,000 something blah, blah, blahs. But no, it's just Arc Knights in this case. I haven't gotten super far. I'm basically just at the point where I'm just getting out of the beginner tutorial. So,
okay.
Yeah, I really don't have a lot to say yet. I'm enjoying it though. I've always liked tower defense stuff, so it kind of seems like a natural fit. I also like that it's not super like overly ecchi like these gacha games tend to be. Mm-hmm. So that's good too. And it's got like a cool, like, I don't know, modern warfare-y look to it. It's interesting. And then I've also been working hard doing a bunch of random stuff to our Discord server, which you should join if you haven't yet and you're listening to this, because our Discord server is popping officially now.
Good plug. Good plug.
Yeah.
Good. What a plug. Also, if you probably saw the our draft from earlier on Friday, if you want to watch us do that live, you can join our Discord and do that too.
Exactly.
So next time,
yes.
Next time.
Exactly.
Our Discord server does not provide time travel powers.
Yeah.
Now, Cole, what's on your mind?
What's on my mind? Well, you guys called it. You guys said Cole's gonna get into Ruby, and I've been watching Ruby.
Yeah. I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
It is charmingly ugly.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. It's just like obviously low budget.
Yeah.
And
so
that's I think that's its charm. Like people say like, "Oh, the new anime is like missing the charm of how bad Ruby is." And I'm like, "Okay, I get it. It's it's adorably terrible looking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard season 2 gets better visually.
I haven't started season 2. I've only watched volume 1.
Okay. Okay.
It's good. It's well acted. It's
hmm
I wouldn't say well directed or anything like that,
Yeah.
but I'm enjoying it.
So is the bad animation that you described in the anime, did you feel like it was paying homage to that, or?
We'll talk about that when we talk about the anime.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'm talking about the web series right now.
You're right. Yeah.
It's enjoyable. I'm enjoying it. I like that the episodes aren't long.
Yeah.
They're anywhere from like 5 to 15 minutes long, which is kind of weird.
Would you say that it's worth a watch?
I'd say so. Like, even I got through the whole first volume, all like 13 episodes of it in 2 hours.
Oh, that's super quick.
Yeah, that is very quick.
Yeah. And the OP, in quotation marks, is a bop.
Is it?
It's a good song. Yeah, I like it.
Is it on your Spotify?
I haven't decided yet, because it's not like an anime, but it's adjacent, so it might make it. It might make it onto the list.
Nice.
Make it onto the list. But what do you guys say we stop talking about Ruby and start talking about some news, because we got a ton of it today.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
The news!
I always find it weird when we have to sit in awkward silence as the news song plays.
I like how we address it every time too. Like we never just go into the news.
I was just gonna let it roll. I was just gonna go with it and then fix it with the magic of audio editing. But I mean, the listeners now are gonna be like, why do they say that every time? It always sounds perfect.
I know, because when they're listening, they don't hear any of this.
Well, like we sit in awkward silence and the music's still playing, but like we're just not saying anything.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jay, what's in the news?
Man, we have a lot of news that I think Mike wants to start with going over from Anime Expo. So, Mike,
big
Anime
news.
Expo?
Anime Expo happened, and it happened while our episode was coming out last week, so we're a little behind with this stuff, but basically, we're going to summarize kind of the biggest things to come out of it, starting with Bleach. Are you guys familiar with a little anime known as Bleach?
I've heard of it.
I don't know the anime, but I think I've drank something with that name before.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think it was going around as a cure for some kind of disease a couple years back.
I think you're right. Mm-hmm.
But there's also an anime called Bleach, and it is returning, which was announced earlier this year. And at the Anime Expo, they released a new trailer and a visual for it, for the Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War arc. The arc is going to continue the Bleach storyline, and it's adapting the climactic final battle between the Shinigami of the Soul Society and the Quincy's. The trailer features the Stern Ritter, a group of long-forgotten Quincy, as they battle against the Soul Society. Does that mean anything to Cole? No?
Why are you picking on me?
Because I know you don't know anything about Bleach.
Because you could see it in my eyes?
I could see it I could see the fear in your eyes.
See my eyes glaze over?
Yeah. As the author, Tite Kubo, or Tite Kubo, how do you say that name, Jay?
Tite Kubo.
Tite Kubo?
Yeah.
He's announced that he's working close.
I like tight Kubo, though.
Yeah, it's tight.
He's tight. He's tight. He's tight. Forgive my Canadianness there. But anyway, Tite Kubo is going to be working closely with the production of the anime's final season. He shared a video message where he detailed that the anime is going to have a modern contemporary coloring from Studio Pierrot. And see, there's the French Canadian coming out. Studio Pierrot.
Studio Pierrot.
Studio Pierrot. He also
Studio Clown.
Yeah. He also added that he's working on having previously omitted manga scenes added to the anime when they release this too. So I don't know if that's going to be just like a flashback in this, or they're just going to go back and change old stuff. I don't really know what that means.
It might just be like manga stuff from later, like from this arc that was removed because the editor was like, yeah, that's stupid.
Oh, could be. But they're basically said that's all there really is to say about it. The trailer's pretty cool. I would recommend checking out. It's pretty hype. It is lots of flashing things, so maybe don't watch it if that's a problem for you. But you'll be able to watch this when it comes out in October. And then next up on the big list of announcements, we got Trigun Stampede, which I think we've all watched this trailer together. Studio Orange revealed this trailer for it. It's the sequel to, or it might actually kind of looks like a prequel, to be honest with you, to the original Trigun, which came out in 1997, I believe. And the trailer features CG animation from Studio Orange, and its new floofier character design for Vosh has been very divisive amongst the anime community. So I've heard
98.
98 is when it came
98.
out? Okay, thank you, Jay. Some people have said that he's E-Boy Vosh. I've heard one person say that they just made him look like MGK, which I thought was pretty funny because he honestly kind of does look like him. If you're not familiar with the character, the original Vosh has like incredibly spiky hair where it's like impossibly spiky, but it's kind of a signature look for him. And now it just looks like your typical like E-Boy bowl cut, and people are pretty upset about it.
It's called an undercut, Michael. And it's a choice. It's a fashion choice. I'm going to get my hair cut tomorrow, and I'm going to say, give me the E-Boy Vosh.
Do it.
And they'll be like, get out.
Get out of here.
Get out. I liked his spiky look better.
As the barber points towards the door, you look at him. He's got like his hair just spiked straight up.
He's got a Trigun poster on the wall.
Yeah. He's wearing he's like in Vosh cosplay when you walk in.
He just is like, how dare you?
Look at me.
Yeah. But you guys will be able to watch this when it releases in 2023. They also announced that it's going to be directed by Kenji Muto of Land of the Lustrous fame, which interesting there because that anime was very well directed. If you guys listen back a couple
it's almost
episodes.
like we did a review of that show at some point in the past that you can also check out.
You could say it was 2 episodes ago.
You could say that. I like this trailer though.
Me too.
And I don't even mind the design. I get why people are like upset about it because he has a pre-existing design, and I think that's the only reason why. Like, I think the character design itself in a vacuum isn't bad.
Yeah,
it's not in a vacuum. We don't exist that way.
Yeah,
but the trailer itself was actually pretty cool, and I'm surprised that it came out so soon after Studio Orange announced it.
Yeah, they've probably been holding it in they've been keeping their cards close to their vest, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's been in the Disney vault.
Yeah.
One
thing
I'm just happy
ahead,
that. Jay. Oh, I was just gonna say I'm happy that the human characters look as good as any other character that they've animated in the past, like the characters from Beastars or the Gems.
I'm just hyped that it's Studio Orange doing it, and they just need to tell all the other studios how to do CG because like they're the only.
They clearly have a program that no one else has.
That's a trade secret.
They're honestly
not telling anybody.
Yeah, I don't know what they do differently, but they do it differently.
I touched on this when we did the Land of the Lustrous review. There's a good video on YouTube by Capia Effect, I think.
That sounds familiar.
That sounds familiar.
They kind of talk about how Studio Orange does their animation and how it's kind of like a hybrid between CGI and traditional animation. So it works better than like one of those other studios. Anyway, what else do you got there, Mike, in your news?
Okay. Next up, we got an anime I don't think any of us have watched, to be honest with you. If anyone's familiar,
I'm interested in watching it.
Me too. I'm going to watch it now, but
yeah,
I don't know anything about it otherwise. But I do like this studio because Studio Trigger has announced that they are releasing a new anime project for Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. The first season debuted in 2010, so 12 years ago now, and follows the 2 titular angels, keyword titular, I guess, as they battle a slew of demons in order to curry favor and get back into heaven. The new Panty and Stocking anime project currently does not have a release date, and we know absolutely nothing else about it, other than that it is going to exist. Maybe.
Going back to my YouTube recommendations, Crunchyroll released a video recently where it was every time Panty and Stocking use an English curse word in the anime.
Yeah.
And it's like 8 minutes long, and it's just them saying... Oh, hold on. Let me just quickly write down this time code here. It's just like 8 minutes of them saying and
really?
And
in English.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So compared to Fos Gue, which one's better?
Oh, Fos Gue.
Yeah.
Gue.
Okay.
Still better. Yeah.
Okay.
I plan to watch this though as the resident Trigger connoisseur.
I'll watch it.
I'm surprised I haven't already, honestly.
Yeah. Who cares about Trigger?
Yep.
Well,
who cares
as your resident Trigger
hater?
Hater. I am not gonna watch this.
Okay. Well, I think you're going to watch this next one. Solo Leveling has been announced by Crunchyroll. They're adapting the popular fantasy manhwa. They released a brief trailer. It really doesn't show much for the plot, but it does highlight some of the creative forces that are going to bring this anime to life, including Hiroyuki Sawano on the music.
Let's go.
And
Sawano does the music in everything.
Yeah, it's like not big news, but I purposely included that in here just because Jay.
Oh no, I
Massive
knew,
Sawano
and like
guy.
when I saw Sawano in the trailer, I was like, "Okay, Sawano doing the music for Soul Leveling is like a match made in heaven."
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see what he does. There are other people who work on music, Cole. It's not just him.
This screams Sawano though. This show. It's gonna be so edgy.
Absolutely, and it's gonna sound so good.
Tomoko Sudo is doing the character design. Do you know who that is? I didn't know who that was.
It sounds familiar.
Okay, well, we can move on. The series is going to debut in 2023, and it's going to be animated by A1, which I believe is A1 does some good stuff, I think. Can't call anything off the top of my head.
They do SAO.
Oh, right. There you go. Edgy sword guy.
I honestly thought you were joking.
Don't they do Kaguya-sama?
They do Kaguya-sama. Yep.
They do Kaguya-sama. That's right. Okay, there you go.
Mike,
so
they're like one of the biggest studios.
They are. They're literally the studio right now.
They're A1, you could say.
They are A1. Mike, I'm excited for this next announcement.
Well, I'm going to tell you about it. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean has unveiled a new trailer teasing the continuation.
That's not what the next one on the list was.
Cole, I'm reading it by. I'm reading my article here.
I'm sorry.
No, as soon as you said I'm excited for the next one, I had to just throw a curveball. Warner Bros. Unveiled a new trailer teasing the continuation of part 6 of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure adaptation, Stone Ocean. The trailer teased some dastardly world-bending villains that Jolene and crew will have to battle, and they gave ample screen time to the crew's newest ally, Narciso Anusui. Part 2 of part 6 of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean will premiere on Netflix on September 1st. This was a hard one to read. There's so many parts.
Part 2 of part 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The second part of part 6.
Part 3 of the final season.
That's right. Not
Attack
a lot
on
to
Titan
say,
final
really.
season, part 2, final mix.
Yes.
Part A.
Remixed.
Remix. Conclusion. Final chapter.
I don't think there's a ton to say about this, though, really. It's just they're continuing Stone Ocean. It's exciting. There's going to be probably 3 seasons, I guess, then? Because this...
Yeah, it's split into 3 parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they announced it was going to be 39 episodes, which is 3 core.
Yeah.
So...
I think they've all been 39 episodes for the past little while, right? Like the past part 4 and part 3, I think,
3 through 5, or part 3 through 6, or sorry, part 4 through 6 has.
Yes.
Part 3 was 50 episodes.
Numbers, how do they work?
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man, the one Cole was excited for.
There it is.
And everyone was just begging for them to release a new trailer for Chainsaw Man because, as Cole mentioned on last week's episode, they haven't released one since like last year.
Yeah, we got like one trailer and that's it.
They haven't shown anything.
I'm so glad that they released a trailer at Anime Expo.
Except they didn't. Instead, they just held a panel where they kind of just talked about it, I guess, because all they really said was they're not planning to censor any violence from it, which is hopeful. Like that's a good sign, I would say.
I mean, why would they?
Yeah,
you never know. You never know. And then they also said that they're going to be adding their own anime exclusive fight scenes, so basically filler fight scenes, but I think what they mean there is they're just going to pad out the fights because realistically, the fights are pretty short actually in Chainsaw Man. So I kind of had a feeling this was going to happen anyway. It's kind of the point of an anime, right?
Yeah.
I saw people online kind of saying like, oh, I hope that they just do it true to the manga, keep it exact. But honestly, in this case, I think that you need it, right? You need it. They also
see you later.
That's literally all they announced, though. They didn't announce a release date or anything else, so we can move on because they continue to tease us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do they do this to me?
Yeah, and just quickly mentioning too, they just kind of officially announced what's it called? Mob Psycho 100 Part 3. They officially announced it and dropped a little teaser thing for it and stuff. There's not a lot to say about it because I think we talked about it in a previous episode.
I think we did too.
Now, Jay, tell us about your news.
All right, we've got a ton of manga and light novel acquisitions that were announced at Anime Expo. All the licensors came out and announced a ton of new stuff. So we're gonna go over basically just the big stuff that was announced. First off, with Kodansha, Welcome to the Demon School Iramakun was announced in a shocking turn of events to be released in print in 2023. This manga was originally launched in Weekly Shonen Champion in 2017, and the 27th volume of the manga released in Japan on June 8th. 2 anime seasons have aired for the series, with the first one starting on Crunchyroll in the fall of 2019, and the second season came out in spring of last year. The third season is set to air this October. I don't think either of you have seen this show, but I feel like Cole, maybe Mike might like it more. It's basically a show about a human boy who gets adopted by a very prominent demon to be his grandson and is sent to this demon school. And he has to hide the fact that he's a human.
I am a human boy who has to hide the fact that I am a human. So this will interest me.
Yes. It is very good. I really enjoyed season 1. I haven't seen season 2 yet, but I'm very excited for this manga, and I think a lot of other people in the anime community are as well. Just from what I've seen in Discord servers and things like that. Yeah, not really too much to say about it. It's a good manga that is coming out, has an anime on Crunchyroll if you want to check that out. Engage whether you want to pick up the manga when it does release next year.
It's just always exciting to see manga get an official release in the West. I always like that.
Absolutely. And just to like have the opportunity to support the author instead of having to go through other means if you want to read it.
Exactly.
You know. Speaking of being able to support the author, guys, you've heard of Kaguya-sama Love is War, right?
I'm familiar with this.
No.
Yeah? No? Okay, well, that sucks. But an anime that we talked about recently that was announced, Oshino Ko, the manga for it, which is a manga by Aka Akasaka, who's the mangaka behind Kaguya-sama Love is War, and
That's a name. Akasaka.
It's a pen name, and I'll explain that to you off air because I can't really do that in a podcast format. But he collaborated with the author of Scum's Wish, which I think Cole would like, Mango Yokoyari, to write Oshi no Ko, and Yen Press, in a surprising turn of events, announced that they are going to be releasing it in print. There has been no real date or anything on when this license is coming out, but we're getting an official version of the Oshinoko manga, and I'm really excited because this manga is really good. It's a very faithful dive into the world of show business and idol activity and things like that. It tackles themes like getting canceled and things like that, and I think that it's really cool. And if you have any interest in the entertainment business, I definitely give this a read. Or you can watch the anime that got announced by Dogo Kobo earlier this year. However, further information on the anime has also yet to be revealed. But Yen Press has not stopped with their announcements. They also announced that an omnibus collection of the K-On! Manga will be released and will release in December of this year. So if you want to read K-On!, you can read the whole thing in December.
Is it short? Is it?
Yeah, I think it's like
omnibus level.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
I think they're all just four panel.
Yeah, I think it's a 4-koma manga.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. This is your weekly.
Just in time for my birthday.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's 4 volumes, so
it'll be a big book then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like when I was checking, it was like $45 Canadian.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah, for 4 volumes.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
I'm assuming it'll be kind of a little more, probably more premium format.
Probably. We don't really have like much information on what the book will look like, but it's a collection of the whole manga. So if you're a K-On! Fan, this is really exciting. Which I think
am a K-On!
Cole is.
fan, and I am very excited.
Awesome.
I can hardly contain it.
I can tell.
I like that Yui girl.
Just gonna wrap up this anime light novel and stuff news with J Novel's announcements. They announced 10 new light novel acquisitions, and you can go check that out yourself because I don't think that there was much that really excited many people, but they did announce something that was kind of exciting. Some of the light novels that were licensed by the now bankrupt publishing company Soul Press were announced to be rescued by J Novel. These series include Nekomata Neko's Why Shouldn't a Detestable Demon Lord Fall in Love, Hayaken's Redefining the Meta at VR MMO Academy, Koka Kishine's Battle Divas, Shinobu Yuki's Strongest Gamer, Let's Play in Another World, Shin Koduki's I'd Surrendered My Sword for a New Life as a Mage, Tsukikake's Let This Grieving Soul Retire, and Akatsuki's The GM has logged into another world. It's really exciting to see that Soul Press stuff is getting rescued because we were very uncertain about what was going to happen with all those properties because they were being taken off all the stores and you're no longer able to buy them, but now it seems like we're actually able to read all the stuff that Soul Press had initially licensed. However, their biggest acquisition, Riku Misora's Chivalry of a Failed Knight, has yet to be announced, so we don't know what's up with that, which is a bit upsetting. I know that was a ton of rambling, but thank you for sticking with me for my very weeby news that I think Mike and Cole are both just smiling and nodding along with me.
As we both smile and nod. Yep. Smile and nod,
Yeah.
boys.
Yep. Cole.
I
You
got
had some
one more,
news.
I got one more piece of news coming in from out of nowhere. Michael, I need your help with this word. Kotobukiya.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Kotobukiya?
Yeah.
I also-
I've done it. Anyway, that
Hold on,
company.
hold
High
on.
five.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yep.
You went to the guy who said tight Kubo for advice on how
I
to
don't
say
know. You can-
Kotobukiya.
You can always announce this one, and I can't pronounce Kotobukiya.
There you go. Nailed it.
Kotobukiya. Anyway, they've announced pre-orders for the Optimus Prime statue in its Transformers Bishoujo line last Thursday. What is this statue line, you ask?
I asked, what is this statue line?
There we go. Thank you. The statue reimagines the iconic Transformer as an adorable anime girl.
No
which
way.
nevertheless faithfully captures the details of Optimus Prime's original parts.
Which parts?
They've also confirmed all of them.
All of them.
Even the muffler.
They've also confirmed that there is a Megatron and a Bumblebee statue in the works. The products will be available in overseas regions via international partners, but are a Kotobukiya shop exclusive within Japan. And then this was a final piece of news. At its Anime Expo panel on Sunday, Kotobukiya held a surprise poll to let attendees decide on the next character, and Starscream won the contest against Jazz and Soundwave.
I was personally voting for Soundwave.
No, you gotta go Starscream, man.
Yeah, no, Starscream is like iconic.
Yeah, no.
Soundwave is pretty cool though too.
Soundwave is cool, and also Shockwave.
I want the Megatron one.
Yeah,
though.
give me
It looks
Megatron,
pretty-
man.
Yeah, Megatron looks
go.
pretty good.
Yeah.
She's got the
She's got the
bob cut
cannon on her shoulder, I think,
and
right?
the big gun. I like that
Yeah.
OG Megatron transformed into a gun that could
Yeah.
then be small enough for Starscream to carry around and use as a
Right?
gun.
That was so weird. And then, like, they released a toy of Megatron being able to transform into a gun.
Yeah, and
And
then it
it's
would just
like-
be a gun.
Yeah. And, like, it came with so many accessories, like a scope and, like, a silencer and an armrest. Like, it was a very detailed gun transformer.
I want to buy some Transformers.
Okay,
I wanna
go-
play with Transformers again.
Go buy them right
Me too.
now. I'm
ya.
more of a fan of the dinosaur Megatron that came out. That was
Beasties.
the one. Beasties Megatron.
Beast Wars.
Beast Wars.
Which one though? Like OG dinosaur or like one of the trans metal ones?
No, just OG, where he's just a T-Rex,
Yeah.
purple T-Rex.
Because I had the first Transmetal one, and then I also had the Transmetal 2, where he was a big red dragon.
Big red
I
dragon.
forgot about that.
That one was pretty hype.
I forgot about that.
I wonder if there'll be
Yeah,
any
that was-
big red dragons in the game corner this week.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Let's find out right now.
Well, welcome to James.
Hold on! The music!
Oh,
Now I gotta start it all over again.
well, damn.
We can cold edit.
Welcome to Jay's Game Corner. This week we've got a ton of news, and by a ton of news, I mean we have no news. Mike is dying right now.
You got one piece of news.
One Piece.
No, we have a ton of news, and that news is, guys, Pokemon Puzzle League is coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Onto the mailbag.
Wait, no. I like Puzzle League.
What?
It's fun.
I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, Pokemon Puzzle League is really exciting. Coming out on July 5th to Nintendo Switch Online for Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack members. These for
July
Nintendo
15th.
64. Yes, July 15th.
July 15th, correction.
Did I say July 5th? Oops.
You did.
You did, yeah.
I did. Oops. July 15th to Nintendo Switch Online expansion.
Cool. So that'll be Pokemon Puzzle League. Was that a Game Boy Advanced game?
That was
Or a
Nintendo 64 game.
64, okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, N64. I'm familiar with this system.
Yes, yes.
If you've played the game, I believe it was Yoshi's Cookie.
No.
No.
What is that?
No, it was Tetris Attack. That's the game I'm thinking of. Tetris
yes. I prefer Yoshi's
Tetris
Cookie.
Attacks.
Give me more cookie.
It's
Yeah, I want some cookie.
then you've played Pokemon Puzzle League. It's the same.
I like how we completely threw Jay off there with the cookie comments.
Yeah. Onto the mailbag.
All right. It's time for Kratost's mailbag. Guess who's in the mailbag again this week? It's our lovely listener.
Kratos?
Yes.
Mike.
Both of us are in the mailbag. Everyone wave to Kratos.
This is a podcast. I don't think you can see us waving.
He can feel it.
But we'll know.
He can
Yeah,
feel
Or
it.
she.
He or she. Yep. They.
He or she.
They can feel it.
Yeah.
They know.
And they want to know, what is our favorite OP of all time? No restrictions. You can pick one for nostalgia, music, or just everything about it. The one that came to my mind immediately with this one is this is gonna be a bit of sacrilege here, guys. The English
One Piece.
dub version of the Yu Yu Hakusho Smile Bomb OP. I love that OP so much. It's so good. Some good old city pop, just grooving.
Just
Mike, I have a question. I have something I want to say to you.
What's that?
I don't know where to go.
What?
I hope.
I hope Cole edits
No,
in part.
you don't
I'll
get
send
it.
him I'll send him a copy of it.
Okay.
It's so good though, and I have a feeling that my other greatest OP of all time will be covered by Cole right now.
I don't know. I really struggle with this one because it probably changes on a daily basis. No.
Really? No?
I don't know if it would be. Yeah.
Bump
Oh.
of chicken.
Probably one of the March Comes In Like a Lion one. I think about like what I would like rewatch. And it's probably the third March Comes In Like a Lion off the top of my head.
I think that's Run. Is that one? Run?
The one where he's running on the water.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
so Mike likes it.
Yeah, the one
Mike
that
does like
likes.
his running.
Yeah. I'd have to think about this one a little bit more because I saw the question was in the mailbag yesterday and I just couldn't think. You know, when you get put on the
Yeah.
spot and you can't come up
Yeah.
with one. But I guess
Yeah.
if that's the first one that comes to my mind, I guess that's probably it.
That's kind of the easy answer. Is this first one that comes to your mind? I have a feeling I know what Jay's is as well. Well,
I don't think mine is too hard to guess. Brave Shine, man.
by Aimer, right?
Aimer. Aimer.
Man, that song is so good. It like legitimately, Brave Shine is my favorite song. Period. The visuals. I mean, that's it. Ufotable goes off every time they make anything. And this isn't an exception to that. And it just looks so good. Mike, if you're editing this, could you put in that part where Saber is holding up her sword in the Brave Shine OP? That's the part that I first thought of.
Yep.
Or Toka walking on the rooftop.
I get more
That's the
assignments. Yeah.
That's the scene. That's the best one.
Yeah.
I like the
That's
part.
the best part.
I like the part where they're making omu rice.
No, Mike, that's a different show.
Oh. Oh.
That's the Emiya cooking one.
Oh.
But
I like that one
if you
too, though.
haven't heard Brave Shine, definitely give it a listen. It's so good. Or give it a watch. It's so good.
Or just if you haven't watched Fate Unlimited Blade Works, watch that. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're an anime fan and you haven't watched
What are you
Fate?
doing?
What are you doing?
What are you
Yeah.
doing? Wait,
Go watch
stop.
it.
Turn this podcast off right now and go watch it.
And Kratos also wants to know, what is the coolest piece of Weeb memorabilia that you own and why we are proud of it? Please provide pics in Discord. We'll just kind of quickly bang this one off too. This one I'm gonna quickly go with my perfect grade Strike Gundam, I think is my answer for this one, because it's impressive to look at, in my opinion. It's cool. The eyes light up. It took me a very long time to build. I fully painted it. It is also like, I think, 1.5 feet tall too. So it has like,
It is quite impressive.
Thank you.
I guess I'd probably go with a Gunpla as well.
Yeah.
I do like the Char Zaku that I built and weathered and everything.
Yeah.
I put a lot of time into it.
It looks really good.
Yeah. I'd probably go with that one. And I mean, Char Zaku. It's iconic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe a runner-up would be either probably my One Piece hoodie. I also really enjoy.
I also like the Sazabi.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Char's other mobile suit.
Cole just Char broiled Aznable over there, just loving some Char. Jay, what's yours?
Or my sword.
Oh, I was just gonna say, do either of you guys have a Big Zam Gunpla?
No, it's actually kind of I don't think they make a Gunpla of it, honestly.
I think they
you should
used
get
to.
one.
Yeah.
It's the best Gundam.
It's not a Gundam.
It's not a Gundam.
It's the best Gundam.
The mobile armor.
It's the best Gundam. I don't need to repeat myself again. But I'd say my favorite piece of memorabilia is my collection of Alive: The Final Evolution, which is illustrated by the duo that does Noragami. It's just a very hard to find manga in print nowadays, and the manga first volume goes for quite a bit on Amazon. I put a link in the chat, and I'll put a link in Discord, like Kratos wants, so you can take a look yourself. But it's going for quite a bit if you want to take a look at that link.
I do want to take a look at your link.
I will take a look at the link after we go to
Oh,
a
I
break.
wanted to get your reaction on
live on air.
Okay, hold
Okay.
on.
I'm getting there.
Hold on. Jeez.
This doesn't mess anything up.
What? Oh, there. Riveting audio here.
I know, right?
I'm hoping Cole's editing out the silence.
We'll probably cut it out,
Yeah.
but it's a really cool, it's a really good story, and you can tell that the creators of Noragami had a hand in it. But I definitely recommend it if Noragami is something that you really enjoy, because it has very dark undertones like Noragami's later bits have, and it's pretty good. But it's a very hard thing to find physically, so I'm pretty proud of having it.
Yeah, for sure. It's always cool to find those like out of print stuff. Like I have a Doro collection that I'm quite proud of as well too.
Yeah.
And with that, I think it's time for our break and our question of the week.
Yeah. So question of the week, guys. Anime Expo happened last week, and we just want to know, what was your favorite announcement from Anime Expo? You can let us know down below in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're listening to this on any of our other platforms. Go let us know on Twitter, or let us know in our Discord that we've been asking you to join, and you can please join. We'd love to talk to you. But before we do any of that, let's go to a break.
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 I don't know how I made that. Welcome back to the Anime Protagonist Podcast. I don't have an intro prepared, but this is it. It's good enough, because we're going to be talking about summer 2022. Usually I start this off with a quote, so the only quote I'm going to start you off with this week is Bleh,
Bleh.
by Foss. That's just the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know, guys. Just give me a break, okay? It's been a busy week.
Okay.
It has been a busy week.
So if you guys tuned into, if you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, if you're not, please do subscribe. There should have been a video that went up today as of recording that previewed us drafting all of the shows that we wanted to watch for this season. And then we would watch the trailers for them, and we'd get back to you guys and let you know our thoughts on them. So what we've done is we've watched those trailers. All of us watched them before the podcast, for sure, totally.
Absolutely.
100%. Nobody slacked on their duties here. Not me, for sure, right?
No,
Right.
no.
No, absolutely not. We're all very, very prepared this week. And we basically are going to tell you our just initial impressions. Some of us have watched the first episodes of some of these shows too, which will really kind of give you a better idea of what you're getting into. And this is meant to serve kind of as your guide to summer 2022.
Yes.
And with that, Cole, do you want to lead us off?
Why don't I start with my final draft pick, Futo Pai.
Ooh, I like it. We're working reverse order.
Yeah, because I'll work my way up to the main ones. Futo Pai seems to be a show, like a detective show. Seems to be. There's 2 trailers out for it right now. The first trailer I watched and I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is gonna scratch some itches. I was getting some like Psycho-Pass vibes and stuff like that. And then I watched the second trailer and I'm like, no, I don't know if this is going to be it, to be honest, boys. I thought I might be more hyped for the show than the trailer made me. I would say the chances of me watching this are probably 40%. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
When does it air?
Yeah.
And where does it air?
Jay, I don't know.
Sounds like someone wasn't prepared.
Oh,
Jay, that's a lot of questions for me.
I think it airs. I for sure airs on Crunchyroll. I don't know when.
Give me a second. Did you hear that spite in Jay's voice too? Sounds like someone isn't prepared.
I was
August
surprised
1st.
when you picked this one though, Cole. Actually, because it looks like you're this season's. Because it seems like there's every season like a crappy Sherlock Holmes ripoff show, and that's kind of what this one looks like.
Yeah.
Start date is August 1st
On Crunchyroll.
on Crunchyroll and Verve, but I guess that's just Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Isn't it, boys?
It is, yeah.
In America.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Honestly, it was probably the color palette that got me because I love the purple and the green.
Yeah.
It looks cool. But I'll probably leave it. I won't take it. I'll leave it.
Okay.
Anyway, that's Futo Pai. Go watch it if you want.
Futo Pai.
Or don't.
Or don't.
I don't care.
I think for sure there's going to be people who are going to be into this show. Like these shows come out every season, and kind of like isekais, there's just always a group of people that just are waiting to watch these.
Yeah. This is
probably. Yeah.
It's just another flavor.
If you're into that, like Sherlock Holmes, like there's a genius, and he's kind of like Osamu Dazai or whatever or who's that? Who's the character in Bungo Stray Dogs?
Dazai?
No, the smart guy.
Rampo?
Rompo, yeah, that's it. If you're into that, I think this is probably up your alley.
Up your alley.
Up your alley.
Jay, what's up your alley?
What is up my alley indeed? My final draft pick from this season was Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World. This is a show that I watched the first episode of, and if you like harem isekai dog trash,
dog trash.
Yeah, I was gonna make another word that Cole was gonna have to that Cole's gonna have to bleep out, but I censored myself.
Just say it.
Dog.
There we go.
If you're looking for that, this is your show. If you liked stuff like man, what's some trashy isekai like bottom of the barrel, just absolutely no
In
merit
Another
to
World
it.
with my smartphone.
Yeah, if you like stuff like In Another World with my smartphone but ecchi, this is the show for you.
Do you love your mom and her 2-hit multi-combo attacks or whatever that show was?
That's a good one.
Ari Furita, the one with the terrible, edgy Edward Elric looking guy.
What?
What?
The protagonist of Ari Furita looks like Edward Elric, but like edgier. Anyway, yeah, no, this show is really weird. It's about a guy getting trapped in a video game that he was offered on through his email, and he blitzes through the tutorial, and as a reward for killing all the bandits, he's offered to purchase a slave.
Oh, good.
God.
This is was it Shield
Why?
Hero was the last one that got in trouble for slaves, right?
Yeah.
Why do they do this all the time?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't get it.
It sounds probably as bad as I'm making it sound, and honestly, I don't want to continue watching it after watching one episode.
So are you taking it or leaving it?
I think I'm gonna leave it.
Oh yeah. You know what?
I think I owe it to all of you and to myself to leave it.
I'm picking it up.
Nice.
Let us know at the end of the season, Mike. How was the show?
Anime this season prediction right here. You know what actually looks really good?
No.
Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. I don't remember. I don't know if that's exactly the title, to be honest with you, but it's something like that. I call it Lucifer Biscuit Hammy for fun.
Moon over my hammy.
Yeah. This one, the trailer is deceiving on. Like it looks, just like looking at it, it's going to be a super confusing show. If you're into shows with like a lot going on and you kind of have to like take like leaps of faith almost, I think, to really grasp what's happening and like believe the story. Because like basically this one's going to be about, it's this dude, just a normal college dude, meets this talking lizard, and then he's like, hey man, save Earth from a crisis. There's this big hammy that's going to come down and crush the Earth. And then some other stuff happens apparently, and like I don't really quite understand what's going on because this trailer, there's a lot happening in this.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on in that trailer. Yeah.
So there's this girl that like is his neighbor, and she comes over and saves him or whatever, helps him out. And then her name is Samidare. And then apparently she turns out to actually be a demon lord. And basically, I don't know if she's trying to destroy the Earth or save the Earth. But like my friend Cole is a big fan of Genki girls with short hair.
That is true. I do have a type.
Yes.
Apparently.
Yes. So I think she kind of fits that profile a little bit. Honestly, like I don't even know what to say about the show because there's just so much crazy stuff happening that it's like almost hard to really have a thought about. It definitely seems up my alley. I will be taking this one and I will be starting to watch it very soon. The first episode's out already. It airs on Crunchyroll and it started on July 9th. So you heard it here first. Watch Lucifer and his Biscuit Hammy.
Lucifer and his big old biscuit hammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your next one here, Cole?
My next one is entitled "The Maid I Hired Recently Is Mysterious." What a pithy title, boys. Just rolls off the tongue. Basically, it looks like there's a boy and a mysterious maid shows up to his mansion, and the maid is
Sus.
Mysterious, would you say?
Mysterious. Yeah. Let's go mysterious. Honestly, though, like you think, okay, it's just some ecchi maid fun, yay.
Yeah.
But I think that the mysterious aspect of it is intriguing to me. It seems like they're really focusing in on that, at least on the trailers that I watched anyway.
Okay.
So that should be interesting. And of course, some terrific vocal talent. Jay, who plays the boy.
Sayori Hayami, let's go!
Yeah, and Rie Takahashi plays the maid, which is always
like, what else do you
delight.
need? What else do you need with this show?
Yeah, she's...
This has
Yes,
been your
Mike.
weekly reminder that Sayori Hayami is a voice actor.
Yes.
Yeah, I may just have a crush on Sayori Hayami.
Unfortunately, no Kana Hanazawa in this one.
Yet.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for putting her in again.
Yep.
Yeah. I am 50-50 on this show, though, to be honest, because actually there's quite a few shows that look pretty decent, and I don't know if this one will make the cut.
Yeah.
I'll take it, but I don't know if I will ingest it.
Yeah, I'm absolutely watching this one.
It's just there's so much. There's so much to watch. My attention span is only so big. I only have so much bandwidth to be able to handle shows.
Really, time,
And time.
is like the big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you said that there's more of a mystery element to this show, and it's not just, oh look, there's a maid and she has big boobies.
I'm sure that'll be a major aspect of
Yes,
it. Is the maid with the big boobies, but
Sorry.
Yeah, it seems
Booba.
like there's a more. Thank you. Opie.
Opie.
Yeah, I think that the mystery aspect of it could be intriguing.
Yeah.
But again, it could just be a trailer. Sometimes you can't. Can't take the trailers at face value. Sometimes.
So I read a little bit of the manga. Do you want me to tell you what it's like?
Do you want to tell me what it's like?
It sounds like you do.
Okay, I will tell you what it's like. Essentially, it's about a guy who he's just very suspicious of his maid because he thinks that there's something going on with her. Is there something going on with it? No. It's just a rom-com.
Spoilers for the show that hasn't aired yet.
I might be out.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cute. At least from what I've read of it. I don't know, like, if there is a mystery and that does pop up, it didn't pop up in the early stuff that I read. And it's later. So at least that, like, that's what I want. I just don't want you to go in like, let's go, and then it turns out like it's some slice of life and you go,
well, I like a slice of life too.
Yeah.
Jay, is your next show a slice of life?
My next show is not a slice of life, but we are continuing the trend of isekai on my list because my fifth show was Black Summoner. And this is a series that I read the first volume of the light novel before I watched the trailer, so I was a little bit more familiar with it, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit. Essentially, this guy gets transported to another world. Oh my god. And he basically has the power to take monsters and different things as familiars, and he's able to summon them. Hence the name. And it's just his adventures in this new world as a summoner.
Relax, Jay. Your pitch here is I don't know if I'll be able to contain your excitement
don't
for this
too
show.
Excited, yeah.
It's an interesting show. Like,
did you say that the first episode's out yet, or is it? Or
no, it's not out yet.
Okay,
no,
so you haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it. I read the first volume of the light novel.
Yes.
So yeah, it's very generic isekai. If you're an isekai fan, you're probably already gonna watch it anyway. But if you haven't heard of it, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. There's another isekai coming out, and it's basically just more isekai.
Yeah.
So
standard isekai.
Yeah.
Cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Taking it or leaving it, Jay?
As the isekai aficionado of the podcast, I think I have to. But no, I actually am interested in it, so I am taking it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the biggest plot twist we've had all week.
What a twist. He's like, basically like, yeah, I'm not going to take this show. So, speaking of totally generic, not very interesting, nothing weird happening anime, I'm going to talk about Yurei Deko by Science Sora, who's known for doing off-the-wall stuff that is super interesting because it is just weird and you've never seen anything like it before. This show currently has one episode out. It started airing on July 3rd. It is known as Yurei Deko. The story begins when Barry, an average girl from an average home, meets Hack, a girl who looks like a boy. Charmed by Hack, Barry meets up with the Team Hack leads, the Ghost Detectives Club. Members of this club are socially dead, working invisibly from the digitally controlled society of Tom Sawyer. As she works with the group, Barry learns about Zero, a mysterious figure who learns Tom Sawyer's underground. She and Hack decide to chase down this figure, and in time, the truth behind the city is revealed. Are you confused? Because I am too, because I watched the trailer too, and I didn't get any of that out of the trailer. And I don't understand what this show's about. I'm going to watch it just because it looks interesting. It looks like cool animation. It looks like an interesting story. But so I'm taking this one cautiously. It is currently sitting at a 59% score after one episode, so probably not a good sign, but I will at least watch a couple episodes of it and let you know my thoughts, because I don't know, Science Story, it's worth checking out.
It's worth
Absolutely.
checking out. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Can I just point out the elephant in the room here, though? Anime trailers usually cause more confusion than anything for me.
Yeah, they don't really.
Honestly,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I normally base my opinion of whether I want to watch a show based off of the promotional image, the synopsis, and then who's in it and who's directing it.
Yeah.
Because
rather than
normally
the trailer itself.
is like
They're like,
either I already know what I'm getting myself into anyway, or like the trailer isn't going to convince me any further if I didn't like the premise.
Yeah.
it just seems like the trailer never truly captures what the show's about, too. Like, it just seems it doesn't really do a good job of selling you on the show, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trailers are usually just to sell you on the animation, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the point of an anime trailer.
And normally they're taken from like episode 1 of the show, or like the best scenes that they have to offer.
Well, that makes sense, because usually don't they animate the shows like weekly, basically? Like
Basically, yeah.
when the episode airs, the next episode is like not even ready yet.
Yeah, basically.
Just scrambling to finish the next episode.
Yeah.
Speaking of the next episode, my next show is Licorice Recoil, which I had the pleasure of watching the first episode. In case you couldn't tell, I am taking this show. Surprisingly, it came out of nowhere for me. Basically, the premise of the show follows girls, cute anime girls, being like assassins or like hyper undercover like government agents, kind of, who like take out bad guys. Animation's good. Contender for Girl of the Year, Best Girl, or Best Girl of the Season. Sorry,
okay.
Yeah, Best Girl of the Season contender, but there's some other ones that could potentially make a run for it. They may come up later. Who knows? The first episode was really good. The animation in it seemed good, and the voice acting seemed good too. So I am taking it. It's mine. I take it.
Are you putting
and
it
I will
in your
continue
pocket
to watch it
and then taking it home?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I am.
Good.
I'm gonna watch this one too. It looks kind of interesting too. Just from what I've seen, I haven't seen a lot about it. Just that trailer, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But
well, are you guys going to watch this show? To show I know we're all very excited for. Highly anticipated by everyone.
Stop.
There's nobody that doesn't like this show. Rent a Girlfriend season 2.
No, Jay. No.
Everyone's excited for this one, right?
I am.
What the first episode is out on Crunchyroll right now. If you've seen Rent a Girlfriend, you know what you're in for, and you might be watching season 2. If you liked season 1, you'll like season 2. That's basically where I'll leave it.
This one baffles me. Like, this one, the fact that this show has a season 2 and that the manga is ongoing and popular is the reason why all anime fans should be rounded up and just destroyed.
Okay, but
just get
Cole,
rid of them.
Here's the thing.
We should all be put down.
Counter argument. 1 second. Counter argument.
Anime fans should be put to death.
Counter argument. People like waifus.
Counter argument.
That's true.
I don't know anything about this show. I guess they rent a girlfriend at some point.
You read the first volume of the manga.
That doesn't mean I know what it's about.
No, you know what it's about.
You basically know what it's about.
You know what it's about.
Volume. Yeah, you know what it's about.
Okay, well then this show's garbage, my guy.
This show is a menace, is what I'll call it.
It's the show itself isn't even a menace. It's the fans of this show that should be brought to justice.
Cole's just saying Jay must die right now.
Yeah, Cole just wants to kill me live on air.
Yeah. Coming to you live, Jay's
Coming to
death.
you live.
No, not just Jay.
Execution.
We all have the possibility of enjoying this trash.
Do you know what
as anime fans?
Do you know what the
on
craziest part
Crunchyroll,
is?
because I am taking it.
Oh gosh, it's gonna say, you know what the craziest part is? There's like so much of this show we're for sure getting a season 3 and a season 4.
Oh,
it's
God.
Isn't there like 17 volumes of this?
Jay, can I?
Yeah, something like
Jay,
that.
has this one started yet?
Yes, it has.
Have you watched episode 1?
I watched episode 1. I haven't seen episode 2 yet.
Okay, are they just re-releasing the first season of the anime and saying, "Oh, this is season 2," and then they're like behind the scenes, "We'll just pull a fast one on all of these weebs and tell them season 2 is season 2," when in actuality it's just season 1 again.
I'm definitely not being paid by the studio to say no. Absolutely not.
Yeah, the show should be destroyed. Along with
This
all of us.
show is an absolute menace that I can't stop reading.
Humanity has gone too far.
You heard it here first. Anime was a mistake.
I think that's the bottom line we're trying to get, that Cole is trying to get to.
That's
Anime was a mistake.
That's the
AniPro
quote from
Cole, 2022.
Yeah. Not
Nobody
Miyazaki.
else said that ever.
Yeah, not Miyazaki. AniPro Cole.
Who's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, Cole is our overlord.
It's like the Michael Scott quote.
Oh,
the
did
Wayne
I
Gretzky
hear?
one.
Did I hear Overlord?
Whoa!
Because
what a
that's
segue!
my next show, Overlord Season 4. And listen to me, guys. I am your resident expert on Overlord. As someone who has not watched a single episode nor read a single, I'm assuming, light novel of this show.
Yeah, it's a light novel.
Listen, guys, when I was watching this before the podcast, I basically asked my co-host here, I said, "Who is Albedo? I've heard a lot about her." And they said, "She's the best girl in the show."
She's the best.
Yeah, so
she's
if
the
you
best
like
girl.
Albedo, watch this show, I guess. If you like big skeleton dudes doing cool things, I think he's a wizard of some kind. Watch this show.
So essentially the show is about a guy getting reincarnated into his game avatar, which is that skeleton.
Okay.
And the persona that he established as that skeleton is he's like an evil overlord. And the show is about him slowly descending into that evil overlord persona for real.
Oh, cool. So that's what
realsies.
you guys were saying, like he kind of is reincarnated. It's an isekai, but from the perspective of the bad guy.
Kinda, yeah.
I'm going to take this show, but I also have to watch 3 seasons before I can take this show. So
Mike, honestly,
it'll be quick though.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
honestly,
it's an interesting take on isekai.
Yeah, and here's the thing: every single Overlord OP is a banger. They're all
It's
good.
true.
Yeah.
They're all
true.
really good.
When I was watching the trailer for it, I was like, "Oh, this song's really good."
Specifically, season 3 had the best.
Oh,
one.
season 3's is so good.
Yeah. I've watched the first episode of this one, and yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's Overlord. It's
Yeah,
Overlord.
yeah.
I don't think it'll be. It's probably like just like your standard like 7.5 to 8 out of 10 show. You know what I mean? That's just like the
Yeah.
impression I get. It's like it's not
Yeah.
gonna blow
Yeah.
your mind, but it's like good fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not great.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the generic like isekai trash kind of thing, but it actually feels like it has something it's trying to say.
Yeah, it's like it's not like Takagi song where they just have like endless like things that are kind of the same thing over and over of it, just different releases, but it's like the same dynamic
Yeah.
between the characters, and then people just keep watching it over and over again. So I will be taking this show. Cole, what's your next show?
My next show is the Takagi-san one. When will Ayamu make his move?
Will he
Senpai
make his
Shogi.
move?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Someday.
Yeah,
No.
Someday he will.
not in the course of these
this
12
one-
episodes.
No, definitely not. This one is... If you like Takagi, of course, you're going to like this one. But it's also a bit more... there's an overarching story. It's plot-based, as opposed to just bits in these school children's lives. Yeah, it's good. It is a slice of life. It's a romantic comedy. You know, scratches that itch if that's what you're looking for. But it's not doing anything new. But it's not doing anything poorly either, based on what I've seen
Okay.
in terms of the anime itself. And the manga is good. It's one of the mangas I actually keep up with. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
I will take it and I will watch it.
I need
I
to
don't
watch.
know, not much to say about this one.
I need to watch one of these Takagi-san shows, or like
Shows.
yeah, like the ones
Have you
that are
seen?
just-
They're all different though. Like we make the joke that this is the Takagi Ninja one, this is the Takagi Shogi one, but they're all different. Like they're not plot wise the same. They just all look the same. Character
huge foreheads.
design is similar.
Like you can obviously tell that that it's the same author, the same
Yeah.
mangaka. Yeah.
This is kind of like
Yeah, because their character design's the same, and that's fine.
Yeah.
This is
I
kinda
mean,
like,
Call of the Night looks just like what's it called?
Dagashikashi.
The candy one. Yeah, the characters look the same.
Mm-hmm.
The main character is basically the same character again.
Yeah, no, it's just coconuts.
Yeah, except edgy coconuts
Yeah.
with
absolutely
nice
coconut.
shoes.
Yeah. The only thing I feel about this show is it's streaming on High Dive, and I feel like
it is streaming on High Dive. Yeah,
I feel like not as many people will be into it because of that.
yeah. It'll be a bit more difficult to watch for people. But if you have High Dive, I would say watch this one. And one that's coming up later on my list, maybe.
Teaser.
Yeah, I'm taking it. I'm taking it and I'm watching it. I'm going to watch episode 1 after we finish recording.
Episode 1's already out, you said?
Yep. Came out today as of recording, which is Friday the 8th.
Perfect.
Of July.
I will get High Dive as soon as they put an app on PS4 and or Switch.
Not
it's kind
happening
of insane
soon.
that they don't have. Yeah. Jay, what's your next show?
My next show is...
Your next show, if your next show has a stupid name, I'm leaving.
If it has any big booba etchy stuff in it, I'm leaving.
If it has any implications of incest or possible incest, I'm leaving.
Well, I've got the show for you. This show is called My Stepmom's Daughter is My Ex.
Oh, god damn it!
Fine, I'll stay. Tell me about this show.
So this show it's a slice of life, but it has more dramatic elements to it. I read the light novel for it, as I've mentioned in a previous episode of the podcast, and I also watched the first episode that is currently airing on Crunchyroll and will air Wednesdays. So essentially, the show starts with the two main characters basically meeting at the house for the first time. They're like, oh, this is like, we used to date. And so they're kind of like trying to hide the fact that they used to date from their parents because they don't want their parents to know that it's awkward.
Did their parents not like ever see their children's significant other ever?
Well, they were
like,
both,
oh, you look familiar.
when they were in in middle school, they were a very awkward couple, and they never actually like hung out at each other's houses when their parents were home.
Okay, so they did write a plot element to make that make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I think it was like one time she was at his house, and that was when his dad wasn't home. And like in the light novel, it talks about how he almost made it to her house, but then chickened out and went home. But essentially, now they're broken up and they don't really like each other anymore because the breakup was kind of messy. So they kind of fight over which one. Let's back up for a second. So they don't like each other, and they have to like act like they're good step siblings in front of their parents because they don't want the parents to feel like they made a mistake getting married or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Jay?
Yes.
Is this just not Domestic Girlfriend again?
No, I swear to God it's not.
Do they later on in the manga or light novel or whatever the hell this is based off of, do they start to develop romantic feelings for one another again?
Yes. But that's irrelevant.
Is it though?
That's not a spoiler because it's
obvious.
You can see that from the moon.
Yeah.
If you couldn't pick up on that, what are you watching?
Yeah. But anyway,
welcome to anime, everyone.
So to pretend like they are brother and sister, they kind of make this game where if they do anything to indicate that they're not brother and sister, like if they blush or something or whatever, then one gets to call the other Oni-chan or One-chan or whatever.
Sounds very
as
cute.
a punishment because they fought over which one of them was the older sibling.
Wouldn't their birth dates kind of make
they're
that
born
obvious?
on the same day.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
Important detail.
Yeah, of course they are.
Of course.
Cool, you walked right into that.
This show can take a long walk off a short pier. That's what I got to say about
And
this
they're
one.
all
And now
out
I got
of
to write down.
piers.
I'm taking it. I'm taking this show. Calling it right now. Top tier.
Yeah.
I
no,
hate
I'm
this show.
taking
I
it.
can't wait to watch
Jay,
it.
did you say if you're taking it?
I'm absolutely taking it. I love this show.
Screams Jay.
I love this light novel. Genuinely, like, I don't know how the anime is going to do it, but like the light novel does a good job because like they used to be romantically involved, right? Before they became step siblings.
Of course.
So there is history there. Hence the title Is My Ex. So like there's history there and they kind of like resolve that history over the course of the show. Anyway, moving on. Because Mike is looking at his watch and being like, Jay's talking about this for way too long.
Well, no, I also got a notification on my watch.
Sure you did. What was your next show,
No,
Mike?
I got a text here from my wife.
No, I can't right now because the cell phone network across Canada is down.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Never mind.
Yeah. Jay, you said you're taking this show? Did you say
absolutely.
when it aired?
It aired on the 6th
So it's out now. Okay.
of July. Yeah.
My next show is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, Part 4.
Yes.
Is it?
It is wrong.
I don't think it is because you're saving them, right?
Yeah,
Like
but
physically
like,
picking them up? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
oh, I thought like the other kind of pickup girls.
Oh, geez, you pervert, you hentai. No, this show, honestly, I watched the trailer, and if you liked the first 3
seasons,
whatever seasons you watched of this, because there's 3 seasons out, this is the 4th season, obviously. If you liked what you saw, keep watching. It's the same thing. It looks like exactly the same thing over and over again. Bell, he's so nice, so oblivious. He's a good boy.
he probably has some good cell service too.
Probably does have some good cell service, yep.
Mm-hmm.
But not down in the dungeon, that's for sure.
True.
It does sound like this one's gonna
I get it,
get.
Jay. I get it. I got you, Joe.
Thanks, Captain America.
Yeah.
Mike, I can see it in his eyes. He's like, what?
No, I got it because Bell Cell Network in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But our listeners probably aren't from Canada, so yeah.
Or maybe they are.
Maybe they are.
Or maybe
We'll find
they
out.
are.
I don't know. I'm taking this one. I like Don Machi. It's good stuff. It's cheesy. It's kind of dumb. It's like the most 7 out of 10 show I've ever watched, but I enjoy it. It has just enough heart to be interesting, while also you got Hestia and she's so nice. And
then you have Eyes, who's a lot better.
Can we just let's just take a quick vote? Hestia Bestia?
that's a big yay.
Yay.
Yeah, it's
Yay.
right there.
Yeah.
Hestia Bestia. It's right there.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
no.
Jay. Official choice of the Anime Protagonist podcast is Hestia.
I'm not included in this decision.
You
No, you're not.
You can
Thank
literally
you.
just like look online and you just never see Eyes Wallenstein anywhere.
I don't even know who Eyes is.
Exactly, but you know who Hestia is, and you've never watched a single episode of this.
Exactly.
Yeah, because she's iconic and she's great. And I am watching this show once I finish the 3rd season because I am behind.
On High Dive?
Wherever I have to watch it, I pay for
It
everything.
is
I'm
on
a
High
fool.
Dive. It is on High Dive.
I am a fool, and I pay money to things I don't even know what I pay for. I am the classic scam victim.
You look at your credit card bill, you're like, what am I buying?
Yeah, that's pretty much how my life works as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You kind
I
of
get
just
my
look at it
credit
and you're
card bill
what
and I'm
is
like,
this?
how?
Yeah. How did I do this?
Oh, okay. No, it does make sense.
Oh, I got it now. I'm an anime. I'm a nerd. I pay money for stupid things. That's how it works.
Oh, money goes to the anime service.
Yeah. So now,
Got it.
this show, I said I'm taking it. The show is not yet released. It comes out on July 23rd of 2022. So watch it when it comes out. And now, Cole, let's hear about your next show.
Yes.
That's totally an anime because it's animated by Japanese animators.
This one is an anime because it's animated by Japanese animators at Studio Shaft, my favorite studio. This show is called Ruby Ice Queendom. You can actually watch the first 3 episodes on YouTube if you feel so inclined. I touched on this a little bit on the
What's on your
draft
mind
that we
segment?
did a few days ago.
Oh.
how a show can look simultaneously so good but also so bad.
Yeah.
In the non-action sequences, it's pretty lackluster in terms of animation. But during the action sequences,
Pretty good, eh?
it's a good one.
I assume they saved the budget for
yeah.
specifically those. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've toyed with getting into Ruby so many times, and Cole, we predicted before when you picked this one that you'd get into Ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Cole's getting into Ruby.
let us
We
know.
were both like, Cole's getting into Ruby with this show.
It's I don't know, like it's nothing special. Like it's nothing incredible. It's basically just a shonen anime, but all of the main characters are girls with fun personalities.
I like
yeah.
it.
And then you pick your favorite one.
Yeah, and Ruby is best girl.
So with Ruby, isn't it done by an American studio, the original one? Right?
Yeah.
Rooster
Yeah,
Teeth?
it was Rooster Teeth. Yeah.
So this one's actually just done by Shaft, so it's just written by Americans, I guess, or like what's the deal there?
Well, I mean, like the screenplay would have been done by Japanese, but then the original story is credited to, I can't remember what the guy's name is.
Yeah.
I think he's passed away.
Okay.
Yeah, he did pass away.
Yeah, but they brought in all of the same like Japanese dub voice actors that they had for the Japanese Ruby dub. Ruby is played by Jay.
I'm gonna guess Sarami Jaime.
It's your girl. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Jay-
I'm not a Ruby fan.
Jay's gonna watch it now, but actually the English one was really good because, like I said, I'm watching the original one.
Wait,
now
what? You're watching
as well.
the dub?
Well, it's not a dub. That's the original. That's the original. Like it's English. It's
right.
English.
Yeah, it's dubbed to
But
Japanese.
now,
Yeah.
but the Japanese, like the anime, this one, Ice Queendom, is in Japanese. So I'll watch that. I'll just watch the original of both,
Yeah,
So
do it.
and both have very good voice actors.
I think my waifu opinion, considering who the voice actor or who the seiyuu are, is a little bit of a betrayal.
Biased?
But
Yeah.
no, but it's not Ruby.
No.
No,
Who is it?
it's Weiss.
Oh, Weiss is kind of snooty, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Sure.
don't know why I like her. I just like I do.
I also like Blake.
okay.
Based on her picture, can you tell why?
I'm guessing she has short hair.
No, hold on. Jay's gonna look up the picture.
Oh, there's the furry.
Of course. Of course.
I just want to take a moment here to let everyone know that I am not a furry.
These are
Mike, when you're editing the
Lies.
YouTube version, can you bleep out the "not" when Cole says "not a furry"?
If I pick it up while I'm editing it, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Anyway, Ruby Ice Queendom is a big take for me, and I will continue to watch it. Like I said, first 3 episodes are on YouTube, but it is still releasing weekly, so the official release is 1 episode so far, based on recording. I think by release, there will be episode 2 on Crunchyroll.
Oh, that's what I meant to ask you. For the lovely listeners, would you say that if you have not seen Ruby before, would you...
You can watch it.
Yeah?
You can watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it picks up right from the beginning. It's basically, it says episode 1 and 2 are basically retreads of volumes 1 and 2 of the original.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And then it's going to take its own path. Like it's going to be its own story.
Oh, cool.
Gotcha.
That's interesting to know.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you can just pick it up. But also watch the original. It's super easy to watch.
Mm-hmm.
That is also on Crunchyroll. And I think on Amazon, if you got Amazon.
Yeah.
But
I think
the
I'm also
anime is
gonna
just on
pick up
Crunchyroll.
Ice Queendom.
Because Sari Hayami is in it.
I mean, like, yeah, but also good action.
Yeah, good action.
Yeah.
I'll send you guys the one action scene that's on. I think I did send it to you.
I think you did.
First fight scene.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's terrific.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Jay, what's your second pick?
My second pick is a show that neither of you are probably watching, but when I watched the first episode, I messaged the group in all caps, Cole, SAO is back. It has a different name, but it's back.
It's back in a big way.
It's back in a big way. And that is Engage Kiss. So, yeah, let's engage the kissing procedure.
No.
Very weird.
No, Jay. Jay, no.
Oh, Mike left.
No. No, yeah, he held up a sign expressing why he had to leave.
Oh,
he'll
he
be right
quit?
back. No. We'll talk about it off air. I think it had to do with you expressing your interest in engaging the kissing procedure.
I didn't say with whom.
Well, hey, if you say that to me or our lovely listeners, then I'm gonna take that as I'm just gonna back up.
Hey,
Just gonna back
man.
up.
You know what? I didn't say whom, and I didn't say it was me.
The show will engage.
Yes, the show will engage the kissing procedure.
Okay. I'm glad that we cleared that up.
Yeah. So, a very weird title, but yeah, a lot of people who worked on SAO 3 or SAO Alicization worked on this, and you can tell.
Yes.
The sound design is like pretty top notch, and
As SAO usually is.
SAO usually is.
Yeah.
And like it actually has like some decent animation. I wouldn't say
As
it's like,
SAO usually does.
yeah, I wouldn't say it's like the best animation you've ever seen, but like it definitely has some like, yeah, this is pretty good moments.
SAO's kind of like that though. Like
Yeah,
sometimes it's
yeah.
really good, and then sometimes it's just kind of like, oh, you can tell they just saved the budget here.
Mm-hmm.
They mailed it in.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
mail it in Friday.
Yeah. But if you like SAO or you like Darling in the Franxx, because I talked about the show to a friend and he was like, yeah, this sounds like Darling in the Franxx vibes. Essentially,
I can see that.
yeah, it's basically about a guy who, or it's basically like there are monsters that invade the world, and these bounty hunters auction off who gets to take the job to kill them. And the main character is a guy that he's kind of like schlubby and down on his life. Down on his luck, I guess. Not down on his life, down on his luck.
Schlub.
Yeah.
What an absolute flub.
Schlub.
Yeah. And he is one of the people who does this job, and he does it with another a girl who gets her powers when she kisses him.
Of course.
Of
course.
And so
Engage
it's
the
about
kiss.
the two of them fighting these monsters together
Okay.
By kissing.
by kissing.
When I watched the trailer for this show, Jay, by the way,
Yeah.
thanks for letting me take a little break there to go get my lip chap on, because I heard we had to engage some kisses here.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say it was me or you engaging said kisses.
Yeah. Oh, no, I understood the assignment, man. Don't worry. What's wrong with two bros kissing? Anyway.
Look, man, go kiss your wife.
She's at work. When I watched the
that
trailer
doesn't-
for this, though, I was like, okay, this is your typical, like,
Yeah.
you know, I already know what this is. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
like, evil robots? What are they? Aliens came out of nowhere and started, like, fighting people? What are they called? Something D.
I think they're demons.
They're called, like, Evil
D's nuts.
Evil D's nuts or something. I forget what it was.
Nice.
And it was so edgy all of a sudden, and I was like, "Oh, this is so Jay." I could feel it. The edgy. We got we got the cute girls. We got the edginess. I love it. It's awesome. I'm probably gonna at least watch one episode of this and then drop it.
Yeah. The first episode did come out on July 2nd on Crunchyroll, so you can watch the first episode now. And yeah, honestly, this show, I like it. Was that a surprise?
Are you gonna continue it?
Yeah, I'm continuing. It's probably one of my top shows this season subjectively. But
Subjectively.
Mike, I think you have another show that you really enjoy.
You know what? I love this next show I'm going to talk about. I haven't watched a single episode of this one yet, but I already know it's going to be amazing, just because everything up to this point has been amazing for it. Made in Abyss, the Golden City of the Scorching Sun is coming out. I think the first episode is out already. Hold on, I'm just checking right now. Yep, the first episode's out.
Yeah.
You can watch it. Episode 2 will probably be out by the time this podcast airs as well. Basically, it's just more Made in Abyss. If you've watched the first season and the movie, you kind of know what this is about. It's this little girl. She's traveling down into the abyss, trying to figure out what's going on with her mom. blah blah blah. There's a lot going on. She meets friends along the way and has horrible life experiences on the way too that are scarring and emotionally damaging. But this show is so fucking good. Cole writes it down. It's honestly like I watched the trailer, I was just getting hyped. Like this is just more Made in Abyss. It's animated so well. It's probably going to be exclusive to High Dive as well. So
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think they've had every season.
It is exclusive to High Dive.
I think they've had every season on High Dive.
I think season 1 was Amazon.
Yeah, I think season 1 is Amazon. I think it's on both.
Yeah. Okay, the dub is exclusive to High Dive.
The dub is but now both the dub and the sub is exclusive to High Dive because Amazon seems to be getting out of the anime game.
It seems like
Kinda.
it. Yeah, I think it's just Amazon. Honestly, like I'm gonna just be my little corner here. I hate Amazon's UI. Like their player is so bad. It's so the app is terrible.
So bad.
It's so bad.
Hey, why did they give you
whisper hear this?
Oh yeah,
guys,
Jeff Bezos might hear us.
Jeffrey can hear us.
Why do they put ads on a paid subscription service?
I know. I pay for Amazon Prime. Why should I have to watch an ad to watch
Jeffrey
John Krasinski in the next?
You have so much money already.
You have enough money,
Jeffrey.
He just wants more so he can launch another rocket into space.
You can literally buy the money I have.
Hey, I'm just gonna state a controversial opinion, but
what's that?
Whoa!
Bold
take.
You know what?
I liked how he was writing
You
down
got
that one before.
You got one. I get one.
Oh, got him.
Oh,
Didn't see
there
that
it is.
coming.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Made in Abyss.
Michael, would you care to join?
No, I
join
won't.
in?
Made in Abyss.
I'm too scared of him.
I'm scared of Jeffrey.
I'm not afraid. One of these two, buddy.
Oh, there you go.
He can't see that.
Exactly.
It looks like this season's going to dive more into the backstory between Nanachi and Midi. If you've watched it, you know who those people are. Well, people's an interesting word. There's going to be more of that. It looks like from the trailer. There's this new character called Faputa, which funny name, but they kind of look a little bit like Nanachi, so that's kind of interesting. I'm interested to see what that's all about. There's just a whole lot going on here that looks really good. I expect it to continue being excellent like the first season and movie are. Definitely continuing this one. What about you guys? Are you going to watch this?
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't seen season 1.
No?
So,
Jay,
you gotta watch it.
You've got Amazon now.
Yeah, I do. I feel like I would like it. It just like I've heard things about the manga that just kind of irks me.
Okay.
Just watch it. Make your own opinion.
Yeah, make your own opinion, right?
Yeah, well, like it's not like this is an opinion on it. It's more like this is what happens, and then that was my reaction.
Yeah, I could honestly see this being a show that Jay doesn't like. I just feel like it just doesn't hit your vibe, if that makes sense.
Don't vibe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like I know that it gets pretty dark, and I am into that.
Yeah.
There are just things that happen with that dark theme that I don't know if I can vibe with.
Yeah. Well, we'll know by the end of the season. Cole, tell us about your number one draft pick.
My number one draft pick and the show that I am selecting as my mandatory must-watch for myself is a little show called Call of the Night. And let me tell you, boys, I do vibe with this show.
Heck yeah.
Everything about it. Character design, terrific. Color palette, I love it. Music is good. The voice acting is good. Everything's good. The animation in it is pretty good too. Honestly, I'm gonna spoil my selection for prediction of anime of the season, but this is it, boys. This is it. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I can't.
Bold.
I can't. Yeah, it is. It is maybe a bold opinion. Unfortunately, it's only on High Dive, which will make it tough for people to watch.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's quick
but
little.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Even if you wait till the end of the season and just get your free month of High Dive and watch it all in one shot, everything about it, it's so good.
You might be overhyping it a bit.
I'm here for it.
think so.
I'm here for it.
I really liked the first episode. Like I said, the manga is good, so like I know that the story is going to be good, but like what they do with like the color palette of
it looks so good
of the night, like the purples and like the very dark colors. Oh yeah, it's good.
It gives me huge, massive, giant Monogatari vibes too, which I like.
Similar
Yeah.
similar vibes in terms of like direction and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
like lots of
Story-wise, maybe
no,
but
just like the aesthetic of it. You know what I mean?
yeah, aesthetically, I'd say that too.
Yeah.
Monogatari.
First episode's out. You said already, right?
First episode's out. Nazuna, best girl of the season.
I'm done. You might be right with that, honestly. Just looking at the
I've
list
done my
here.
rant.
There might be a reason why it has Monogatari vibes, by the way, guys. Can you guess why?
Yes? No.
Creepy nuts.
What if I were to tell you that the director of this show directed Monogatari?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that will do it.
Okay.
That'll
Well,
do
there we go.
there you go.
That's probably why I liked it so much. Because that's why I like Monogatari, is the like cinematography and direction of the show.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, go watch it. Like,
I
honestly,
plan to.
I don't care how you watch it. I don't care.
Oh, wow.
just go
But
watch
watch it.
Yeah.
Just go watch it.
Or you can also read the manga, because the manga is localized.
The manga is definitely good, but like I think the anime brings enough to the table on its own where I think you can do both.
It's an improvement to watch the anime, would you say, so far?
And not an improvement, but it stands on its
Okay.
own as a good thing.
A good piece, yeah.
A good piece. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know maybe I did hype it up too much.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't
like,
think so.
we don't know where
I-
the season's gonna go, so like it might be genuinely the best thing from this season. I'm not too sure.
Yeah. But that's my call. It's sweeping my selection, our two anime selection. It's going to be the one that I'll keep up with, and I think it's going to be anime of the season.
So would you
Yeah.
say this is probably going to be your new anime pick of the season? Or your,
Yeah.
and it's going to be also
Yes.
your anime of the season prediction?
Yep.
Wow. Bold.
All right.
Yeah. No, I think it's a dark horse for sure. I understand because it's on High
yeah.
Dive, but I think
That's not...
It's
I think
on
it's
High
unique
Dive,
enough.
Yeah.
and it also doesn't have the notoriety that a lot of the sequel seasons or sequel series that are
Yeah,
airing have.
it's definitely got an uphill battle, and I understand that, but I really, really liked the first episode.
And from what I've read of the manga, honestly, like I understand the hype behind it, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we're obviously 1 week into the new season, so
Yeah, exactly.
these are predictions for anime of the season are obviously you got to take them with a bit of a grain of salt.
I mean,
but
like the show could take a huge left turn like 3 episodes in, right?
it could, but
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I think it'll
But
be
keep
consistent.
in mind, the first episode is probably the episode that will look the best because it has the most preparation.
Oh, also the OP is
Real good. Yeah.
Yeah,
real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After one episode, too, it's
Jay.
rated 78%, so it's at least good.
Yeah.
Jay, go. You gotta cut me off. Go.
Anyway, let's talk about my prediction for anime of the season. I think all of our top shows from the draft are our predictions for anime of the season.
I think that's why we took him.
probably-
Yeah,
Probably.
I think that's why.
There's probably a correlation
but-
there, yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But my prediction for anime of the season, as well as my number one pick, was Classroom of the Elite Season 2. I made this bold prediction a long time ago, I think like back in episode 13, that if Season 2 were to adapt the light novels perfectly, then it would probably be one of the greatest things of the season that it airs in. And honestly, episode 1 that has aired actually did a really good job at adapting what the light novel volume 4 had to show so far. Classroom of the Elite, honestly, like I said this in, I believe it was our I think it was our draft where I said that it's not going to be like the best animated show, but just in terms of story, the kind of mind games and the characters and the character development and all that, that's where it shines. And I think that that's going to be a very big part in what holds it up. The first season is a very big introduction to what Class of the Elite is, and then season 2 is going to be basically, this is what the show is, and this is why you should keep watching.
Yeah. I'm excited for this season, actually. Like we've talked about, we're going to probably review this show in the next couple of weeks, and I'm kind of excited to actually check out what it's all about, especially since you've been hyping it up so much.
I've been hyping it up. I've been seeing like Twitter hyping it up a lot too.
Yeah, it's very popular.
A lot of people are very excited for this show, and for good reason. The light novel is amazing. It like just some of the things that happens. It's just like, oh goodness, this is crazy. Yes, I'm trying to censor myself here. But like, yeah, just story, characters, world building. And by world building, I mean like how the school functions, because it's a very different school from your typical school. But yeah, it's really good. I'm excited to get more into who Ayano Koji, the main character, is, and for people to learn what his past is like. And just who everyone is like, is something that really excites me.
Yeah.
And the OP is a banger, and it's really good, and probably, honestly, gentlemen, probably gonna be my OP of the season.
Okay, that's what it's all about. Good OPs.
Good OPs, man. That's what it's all about. Jay, I don't think you mentioned you said this is gonna be your anime of the season prediction, but I don't think you predicted your new anime pick of the season.
So my new anime pick of the season was Engage Kiss.
Engage Kiss? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Engage Kiss, yeah.
I probably will at some point during this season watch the first season and then pick up this second season. I'm also gonna watch this one, I think.
You should. Yeah. I really enjoy it, and I know a lot of other people really enjoy it. So
this one,
definitely give it a shot.
This one, unfortunately, Jay, might be a bit of a harder sell for me. Well, who knows? I'll watch the first season, and you know me, I'll probably love it. I'm like my mind is basically just a big thing of Play-Doh.
Yeah.
So if you just show me something, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is terrific.
The thing with Cole is like the hardest part is to get him to actually watch something.
Sit down and watch something.
But as soon as he does, he'll love it, and then he'll be the thing he obsesses with for the next like week and a half, and then it's I that is a flaw of mine. No, I wouldn't say it's a flaw.
Is it a flaw?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a flaw.
I wouldn't say that's a flaw. It's a feature.
Yeah. It's a feature. Thank you.
That is a good. It's downloadable content.
It's DLC.
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
cold DLC.
Are you guys ready for my anime of the season prediction?
If I've been waiting here on bated breath.
Honestly,
that's why I've been so quiet.
Well, Devil is a Part-Timer season 2 coming out.
Oh my goodness.
Episode 1 airs probably just after this comes out. Yeah, just after this comes out. This show, the first season, when I watched it, caught me by surprise. I watched it. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why I watched it, but it's so funny actually. And just the way it just kind of basically parodies the isekai genre a little bit by kind of doing reverse isekai, and it's got McRonald. It's just like, it doesn't take itself seriously. It's just good fun. I think we're probably going to be reviewing this show at some point in the next like couple months, I would imagine, just to kind of time it up with this new release coming out. So stay tuned for that. I don't think I've said yet, but I will be for sure continuing this show when it eventually comes out. I'm taking it for sure, not leaving it. Don't really know too much else about it because it hasn't aired yet. There's this in the trailer, they show a lot about the devil having a baby now, which I'm very confused about, but
so
I'm sure
I know
light novel
what happens in the light novel.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I don't want to go too much into spoilers, but she is a prominent character.
Yeah, I just assume that because they're a couple, all of a sudden there's a kid, but we'll figure it out as the show goes along. I'm sure it'll explain it in the first episode. This show is very popular. People have been excited since this thing was announced. I am also excited. I don't think it'll be maybe like critically the best show, but it will be very popular.
I think that honestly, it's a bit overhyped because some people are like going out saying like, "Oh, this is going to be the greatest thing of all time." It's not.
No, it's going to be very good, but it won't be. It's not going to. You're not going to watch it, and it's not going to change your worldview or anything.
Yeah, it's not going to change anime as we know it.
It's just good, clean fun is what I'd say it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I will be taking it. I will be watching this one. I don't know if you guys are going to watch this one. I don't think.
Yeah, I've already seen season 1, so I am looking forward to it. And I am going to watch it, but I wouldn't say it's going to be my favorite thing this season.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if there's really a lot more to say about Devil's Part-Timer 2. This is my anime of the season prediction, and my new anime of the season prediction. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with Lycoris Recoil, I think, is going to be my new... Or you know what? No, change that. Call of the Night. Call of the Night is my the new anime pick, I think. But can I do that, though? Because you're already picking it.
Sure.
Yeah, so we can both watch it?
Well, I mean...
No, you know what? I'll go Lycoris Recoil just to punish myself. I'm going to go...
I don't think it's a punishment to watch that.
Yeah.
We all know where your allegiances lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
just
can
so
pick a different
we
show,
cover
just
more
for-
bases.
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
Sure. Yeah. Good idea, Michael.
Yes.
Is there anything else that caught your eye this season, boys, or should we start thinking about wrapping this bad boy
I think
up?
we should
I think
think about
it's-
wrapping it up. JoJo's Part 6, interesting. Very for sure. Gonna try to check it out. Dr. Stone special episode. Gonna watch that too.
Yeah.
Cole, you've been talking nonstop about Cyberpunk. Is that coming out anytime soon?
Unfortunately, Cyberpunk is coming out in September, so that's why I didn't make my cut.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about that one. Interesting OP choice too. Franz Ferdinand is the artist for the OP for that show.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that is very interesting.
Yeah. We can, if people want to talk to me about the unfortunate wait for Cyberpunk, they can do so on the Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is at AniProCole, AniProCole. What's your Twitter?
You can find me at JGaredian, JayGareedian. Mike, where can they find you?
Find me at GrittyGundam, Gritty Gundam on Twitter. And you can follow the Anime Protagonist podcast as a whole on AniProPod on Twitter.
That's
right.
Absolutely
And
right. Of course,
Jay?
Of course, if you're watching on YouTube. What?
No,
Jay?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm just moving on with the script, Michael. You see. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube or listening on any of our terrific
services.
What are we doing? What is this called? Podcast services. I'm doing great, guys.
Nailing it.
Review, subscribe, and of course, come to our Discord. We got all of our links on our link tree. That link is linkter.ee at AniProPod. And
/AniProPod.
just to remind everyone, we will be at Icon in sunny Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada from July 22nd to 24th. So come say hello to us there. And I didn't want to let people know, but I guess I will. If anybody's going to Anime North in Toronto, I personally will be there as well. That's July 15th to the 17th. Just myself. So if anybody else is going there, maybe reach out and maybe we can say hello.
Sure.
Yeah,
always down
why
to
not?
make more friends.
What are we doing next time, guys?
What are we doing next week?
We don't know.
That's a good question. We don't know yet because, as I just mentioned, I am going to Anime North, so we got to figure out what we're doing. Schedules kind of conflict a little bit this time.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, and we'll have a regular episode coming back at you next
on Twitter.
Sunday.
Yeah, check on Twitter. And we will post what is coming up.
Or it'll be a surprise. So.
Or it'll be a surprise.
Yeah.
Who knows? It'll be a surprise whether or not it'll be a surprise. But until next week, we say, as we do at the end of every episode of the Anime Protagonist podcast, bye-bye.
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 Bye bye.